Hey everybody, this is Mr. Painter with the Google tip of the week, and I've actually got a few tips this week that all kind of are related. So you've got a bunch of tabs open in your Chrome browser on your Chromebook, and I don't think a lot of people know this. I've told a few students and everybody seems to think it's helpful. I know I use it every day, and that is pinning tabs. So I've got all these tabs up across the top here, and if you right click on a tab, on your machine, you get a menu. And one of the most useful things you can do is pin that tab. And so if you do that, you'll see that the entire tab shrinks down into just the logo. And that pins it to your Chrome browser, which means it's stuck there, which means that if you close your Chrome browser and open it up later in the day or the next day or a month from now, if you've pinned the tab, it'll stay there. Now, this I would use for websites that you know you're going to visit multiple times a day. You need to have quick access to those. So pin them. The only downside that I've seen ultimately is that if you have a whole bunch of stuff pinned to your Chrome, then yes, when you open up and load up Chrome, it might take a little bit longer because now it's not just loading one tab, it's loading however many you've pinned. So you'll see a lot of spinning as things are slowly loading up. So use with a reasonable amount. For example, I on a normal basis have 5 to 6 tabs pinned. Much more than that, and it's going to get to where it slows down your computer. So pinning tabs is as easy as right clicking. I pin that one and I can now unpin it, and then it's back to normal. So pinning tabs is really good. Another thing that I really like is if you accidentally close a tab, most of the time you react with, "Aw shucks." And so you can get that back. So right click and go to reopen closed tab. And I did that and I accidentally closed CNN, and I now can get that right back. So if you accidentally close a tab and you need it back, you just right click. So I'll close it and show you. I close it, there's the announcements. I can right click, reopen the closed tab, and it brings it right back. So that's a nice little feature. So make that go away. And now bookmarks. I want to talk bookmarks for a second. I don't think people use these enough. Here's your bookmark bar. And for a lot of you guys, you just have a folder down here that says student bookmarks. And that's great. But as you can see here, I've got folders and folders full of bookmarks. You can see tons of them. So it's as easy as right clicking on the bookmark bar and going to add folder. You add a folder, you call it what you want. So maybe you have a bunch of websites that you constantly are using in your English class or your art class. Name that folder, and then all you have to do when you add a bookmark is click this star, that's the bookmark a website, and then you can choose which folder you want that to go into. And that's a really good way to keep things organized. While we're talking about being organized, you can see I've got a ton of bookmarks. What if I want to shorten this and make more room? You can see I've got YouTube right here, and it's just the logo of YouTube. I recognize that logo. So I'm going to go to this. I'm going to right click that, and I'm going to go to edit. Maybe I don't want to be, I don't want Google CS First to be the title because it's too long and I need room. So I could shorten that and just call it Google, or I could shorten it and call it CS First, Computer Science First, or I could just get rid of it. I can just delete that, and then I'm going to save it. It saves my logo right here, and it gets rid of the title. So again, to manage the bookmark bar, you can dump bookmarks into folders, but you can also just get the logos and not have the full title. And as long as you recognize what that logo is, you can find that bookmark very quickly and easily. So that's a little bit about pinning tabs and bookmark management in Chrome. Thanks, guys.